Two more. My Coach's Award. This goes to a young man who exemplifies what I believe is important, who carries what I believe onto the court, whether it be a game or practice. Knows what I want before I know I want it sometimes. And this was, again, an easy choice for me. Alice Cabulio.
Alice Cabulio next.
Right. Well, that was very nice, Nick. Thank you. Okay. When I was at 8th grade graduation, all I could think about was my first Torrey Pines basketball game. We had a USD team camp the next day, or that day, and all. Wait, hold on. All right. When I was at 8th grade graduation, all I could think about was my first Torrey Pines basketball game. We had the USD team camp later that day, and it led me to rush through my post-graduation celebration. I thanked my teachers, congratulated my friends, and took photos in a hurry. When I saw my best friends at the time, June and Dre, both to be freshman basketball players with me at the time, we were both super excited, or we were all super excited. After our time together, I told them I'll see you later, and we went home to get ready. When I got to USD, started warming up. Just your average shooting, stretching, ball handling, feeling the excitement, with the feelings of excitement, anxiousness, and a little uneasiness as I looked at the JV team that we had to play against them. I thought to myself, where's Dre? As I see Dre walk in, gym nonchalantly, I asked him, what are you doing? Are you not ready to play? He told me, I'm playing JV. JD's on JV, Luke Ball is on JV, Dre's now on JV. What about me? I always set a high self-standard for myself and thought I deserved a spot there. After the tournament, me and my dad, we talked, both unhappy at my spot on freshman. That was when I realized my path. It wasn't going to be easy, it wasn't what I wanted, but I was going to have to trust the process and grind my way through. I had a dream driving me. I couldn't wait to play in front of a packed Cardinal Chaos in the Olive Garden. And now I can tell you that that dream was most definitely worth it. Freshman year marks the beginning of an injury-prone career. At the time of fall league, I broke my hand playing at the Bay Club. I remember thinking, why me? I don't deserve this. When the doctor confirmed it was broken, all I cared about was how fast I could get back. Luckily, I was only going to miss 2 games to start the season. I told myself, there's no point in complaining, so I just did what I could do to stay in shape. Many miles on the treadmill, lifting legs every other day, shooting around even with my left hand, with my dad catching and rebounding. I did everything I could do to get back, and I did. With Coach Dart, Warren, and Nick, we finished with an undefeated 23-0 freshman season, and it was a great welcome to the Torrey Pines basketball community. Then quarantine hit. Many hours spent in the backyard with my dad rebounding, while I ran around the grass, catching and shooting. Many highs and lows were reached when it came to basketball during this quarantine. But the dream of playing varsity basketball kept me going. When Griffin first asked me to go shoot around at the rec center, I was so excited. The past few months, I've barely seen more than 10 faces from the strict quarantine rules set by my parents. Getting to play with Griffin was refreshing and gave me new energy when it came to working out. I made some of the best improvements of my life at this time with Griffin, and I started to get invited to the varsity practices. I was so happy. My dream was finally coming true. Then boom, a dislocated knee at Dudley's house during a practice. When I heard I had to get surgery, MPFL reconstruction, the thoughts came back to me like my first injury. Why me? Everything was going so well, and now I gotta deal with this. Luckily, I knew what recovery was like. I knew I was gonna get through it, so I got back to work as soon as possible. Lifting up a body every day, form shooting at the rec center, stationary ball handling, just doing whatever it takes. I wasn't gonna be cleared to the start of the season, so I knew I wasn't gonna play varsity basketball. It sucked, but it was a blessing in disguise. This led me to play with Coach Moore on JV. The opportunity let me develop myself to be ready for varsity, and it really did. Along with outside work and in-game experience, I was making improvements, especially in my offensive game, but my defensive game too. Then Carlsbad came at their place. A very close game that we luckily won. In the ending minutes, I went up for a rebound, my hand got stuck in someone's jersey, and boom, again, another broken hand. Just another setback. Just gotta keep moving forward. That's what I kept telling myself. So another cycle of running, lifting legs, shooting around with my left hand, just to be ready and stay ready to play. Junior year comes around. I had a little bit of a shaky fall deep, but by the time the season started, I had a starting spot, and my dream was shortly about to come true. November hits. It's go time. My first ever varsity basketball team. It was against RBV at theirs. Along with it, my first charge. I remember it clear as day. When I took it, the hype from everybody and the energy from the bench, it hit me, and I knew I had to keep taking them. Throughout the season, I learned what it took to compete with the best, for the best, and against the best. I got to experience my dream, but that wasn't enough. Ever since I was a little kid, I watched Tory teams go to REMAC to compete for the CIF section title. Example 1. Gator. I wanted that too. It wasn't my career's main goal, but it was my next goal. I've personally always thought you have to have a goal you're working towards, or you're just working for nothing. I unfortunately didn't get to reach that goal, but I always knew that we were capable of doing it. And getting coached under Coach Olive my junior year, I learned a lot about myself, with basketball, and what it takes to compete at the top. Through so much use of my knees, I couldn't play at AU last summer. So I took it to train by myself and with the team. And this leads us into this year, my senior year. People questioned us, saying, well, we're rebuilding, we're not as good as years past. I never cared about what they said. I always knew it was a Tory tradition to always find a way to win. People didn't know us, but I knew we had the pieces, and we just had to put it together. Once the season started, I thought our performance was doing very well compared to what other people said. As a team captain, I was happy to see our team's success on the court, but just as importantly, off the court. This year was just different from last. I could always feel it. At the beginning of the year, we said we had a special group here, and we were right. We're more than just a team, we're a family. Whether we're giving Xander advice about his girlfriend, or congratulating Dylan and Marty on passing their math test. We're always there for each other. Then came the Lake Country Day game. I think most of us know how that went. When I hit the hardwood, I knew something was off. I just hoped it was something small. Doctor called back, and it wasn't what I wanted to hear. A torn ACL, a double torn meniscus. I'd been through injuries, but this one was different. This was my last. Many have asked how I've stayed so positive through my injury. But after watching the guys play a few games, I realized that being around them and watching them just having fun playing basketball is enough to make me happy. And that's why I love this team. Maybe we didn't do as well as Tory teams in the past, but we grew together. We grew as people, we grew as teammates, we grew as brothers. And I think that's much more important than what any record would say. All right, now for the coaches. Dar, one of my first experiences with you was in middle school PE class. You saw the day we were running the mile. When you first saw me running, you made me restart. Let's just say, before you came, my average mile was about 10 minutes, and after, it was about 6 minutes, because my teacher finally found out that I could run. You know, you knew I was bullshitting, and you didn't let that slide. That stands out to me because my whole career, you've held me accountable. Freshman year, you gave me a lot of freedom on the court, but it required me to truly give everything I got on the court. This carried throughout the rest of my career. I think it helped shape the player that I am today. So thank you for the best introduction to the program that I could ever ask for, and thank you for teaching me to leave everything I got on the court. Gator. From watching you dunk on kids in high school to watching you coach CIF championship games, I could always tell you were here to win. You have a certain passion for the game that is very rare. Along with that passion is a level of knowledge that many don't get to see until getting coached by you. Being coached by you has shown me this and what it takes to win. I've realized in that when yelling at me and getting mad, it's never personal. I know you just want to win and you just want to get the best out of me. Thank you for showing me the passion, dedication, and focus that is needed to succeed, but for also pushing me and getting the best out of me my whole entire career. Diaz. We were never very close, but you were always there. Not often, but if I ever needed anything from you, you helped me. If you saw something I needed to work on, you gave me the critique. So thank you for your support and help through the years. Griffin. Work hard, play hard. That's what comes to mind when I think of you. Many hours we spent working on concrete, asphalt, and hardwood. Those hours may have been very tiring, but I loved every second of it. You're all about having fun as long as we're working hard, and I love that about you. Our relationship extends far beyond basketball, and the amount of advice you've given me is countless. You've really helped me prepare for my future, while always prioritizing having fun, being happy, and enjoying everything along the way. Wait, where's your... Oh, there you go. Okay. Your positivity is unmatched, so thank you for just being you, Griffin. Coach Moore. Many people don't see it, but Coach Moore, you really are funny. You make me laugh. You make a lot of us laugh. But we also know you can get mad. 1 second, I could be playing well, then the next I'll be sitting on the bench. What I've learned from you is the importance of staying positive. Ironic. I find it important to give a yes coach attitude to not let getting subbed out get to me mentally. I'd always have to be ready to get myself right back in. So thank you for giving me a strong mental toughness, but also indirectly encouraging me just to stay positive, no matter what. Now Coach Oliver. Everybody knows about how intimidating Coach O is. We've all heard that infamous walk down the bench, go get him from me. I didn't actually have to do that. My first stressful Coach O interaction was a little different. After my first knee surgery, after I first injured my knee, Coach told me to give him a call when I heard back from the doctor. Oh, how scared I was. I remember sweating when I clicked the call button and listened to the phone dial. When we talked, he hoped I didn't need surgery, but he wanted me in good health. He showed me that he truly cared for me and continued to ever since. Whether it's sending someone home from practice because they're sick, or just hanging out from the team in the team room making cracking jokes with the guys, it's always clear that you really do care for us. Thank you for everything you've taught me. Thank you for your endless care, and thank you for making all of this possible. So thank you, Coach. Oh, and lastly, Doug. Oh, how I can never forget about you. Sitting next to you on the sidelines was indeed a special experience. So thank you for that. But more importantly, thank you for the 3Ds. I'll be keeping those close to heart. Now the players. Dylan, the day I first saw you play, I knew I wanted to play with you. Getting to see you grow up and mature has been a pleasure. All the garage workouts, the late nights in the Olive Garden, and the workouts at the Big Lift. I could always trust you when I wanted to have fun and have a solid workout, but I could always trust you to have my back. So, and you help prove that to me time and time again. You mean a lot to me, Dylan. So just know, I'll always be there for you, man.
I'm so proud of you, see where you've come, and I'm so excited to see what your future holds. So just good luck, Dylan. Your future truly is bright. Nick, you're one of the few left standing from our freshman team, and I'm glad to see you here, standing with me at the end. I'll always remember our scrimmages at Pacific Highlands Ranch Rec, because I just love balling with you, man. It was a lot of fun. I had so much fun playing with you these past 4 years, and I can tell you're going to do big things. So, good luck, and I know you have big things to come. Xander, you made sitting out a little bit more fun. Getting to talk with you was great. We had a lot of good talks as an injured pair sitting on the bleachers. Although I'm not glad you got injured, I know you're a great player, and you'll make a great recovery. I saw it the day you stepped foot in the gym that first time and didn't want to talk to me. I can't wait to watch you these next 4 years. Good luck, man. Max, I remember the first time I saw you at the rec center. You were wearing some Players Play shorts and you were whipping threes. When you told me you were from Poland, I remember thinking, how did Sterling get this kid? At the beginning of the year, we weren't very close. But when we started talking, I instantly knew I liked you. This whole year, you brought that Polish energy to our team. I love it. So keep shooting, Max. Keep being you, man. Cody, you're like a little brother that I never had. I mean, just look at you. You can all say maybe one day you'll listen to me and not wear Crocs and sweatpants with your dress shirt on game day. I've only really known you these past 2 years, but looking at the improvements you've made on and off the court have made me so happy. So keep working, keep grinding, and stay hungry, Cody. I know your future is bright. Mark the cat. I've been seeing you a lot at the gym recently, and I've been loving the work you've been putting in. But I still find it funny that I used to see your dad more at scrimmages than you. I mean, that's your decision, man. Just keep working, and one day, you'll become orthodox. The team. That first day I saw you at Dudley's house, I saw you in your stupid headband. I thought you were so dumb. But I couldn't deny it. You could get buckets. Marty's a gym rat. He's always been shooting around or scrimmaging, putting in the work. He's been telling me he's been lifting, but let's be honest, you ain't touched a weight in your life. I've always believed you have great potential, so stay disciplined, keep grinding, and I know you'll do that too. Jack, I got to spend a lot of time with you outside of basketball this year. Although I never could comprehend your primary school choice of the CCA Ravens, I'm glad you ended up here. We became good friends this year. I'm very happy about that. So good luck in your future, and I wish you the best of luck next season as a Torrey Pines Falcon. Matt, happiness, kindness, positivity, that's what I think about when I think of you. Matt's always got a smile on his face, and whenever I'm around you, I can tell I'm more positive. That's a great trait to have. So, good luck, and I wish you the best on your future. Dusty, sometimes I wonder how you do the things you do. I will also wonder how you're still alive after the Poway game. But anyways, the thing that stands out to me the most is your yes coach attitude. Never a complaint, talk back, or anything from you. That is a very good trait to have. Just keep listening, keep learning, and you'll have a great future. Seabass, before Xander, you were my injury buddy. We got to talk a lot together, and I got to learn a little bit about you. You talked to me a little bit about just stay on course, trust the process in all aspects of life, and I know you can reach all that you've aspired to do. Just be patient, keep working. Warren, now this is what I call the definition of a day one. You were with me on my first competitive basketball team, the Bulldogs. You were also with me in my first Torrey basketball team, freshman year. So it's clear to me that we've been playing a lot together, and we've grown a lot together. Although we weren't the closest outside of basketball, just know you'll always be a brother to me. So keep working. Good luck in your future. Cash, I also got to spend a lot more time with you outside of basketball. As we spent more time with each other throughout the year, I realized how funny you are. You always brighten up our practice, give a great energy at games. I really am glad that we became friends. So good luck on your future. Zach, you really stepped up as a leader this year, and I'm glad to have watched you grow. I'll never forget your iconic, take your time, use your legs, before every one of my free throws. Good luck next season, and good luck in your future. I hope Duke makes the correct choice. Oh yeah, and I just wanted to say, you're definitely my favorite lifeguard. JJ, when I was a Bulldog, and you were Bearcat, you were my enemy. Freshman year, you were my motivation. I hated the fact you're on JV, and I wasn't. Sophomore year, you were my competition. I was fighting for that same spot as you, and I wanted it so badly. When junior year came around, that's when we really started to become friends. Now senior year is here, and we both got our spot as captains. And that's when I think we really grew together. Through this journey together, we went through highs and lows, wins and losses, and I can confidently say, if there's no one else I would choose to have on my side on this journey. So thank you for everything, JJ. I love you, man. Tristan and Everest, can't forget about you guys. Thank you for all your help and sacrifice for the team. I know it wasn't easy to do what you guys do. So thank you guys, and we all appreciate everything that you guys have done. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents. Mom and Dad, without you, none of this is possible. You made so many sacrifices for me, whether it's waking up at 5:30 a.m. to drop me off at the gym, or just cooking me my 5th meal of the day because I won't stop eating. Maybe it's running across the gym to rebound my 10th miss in a row when you're already drenched in sweat, Dad.
Never once did I hear no as an answer from either of you. Anything that needed to be done was done. Nothing I can do can ever repay what you guys have done for me. So from the bottom of my heart, all I can say is I love you and thank you for everything you've done.
Now, to the young kids out there, if there's anything you should take away from my speech, it's this. Follow your dreams, work for your goals, and work hard. But never forget to have fun along the way. Don't forget to laugh, to smile, and to have fun. Enjoy the journey, the beginning to the end, because when it's all over, it's the memories that truly matter. So thank you, Torrey Pines Basketball, for the memories, the best 4 years of my life. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome up Gigi Barloni to the podium.